ridiculous. This is our bodies and very personal decisions that these lawmakers are getting involved in. So just kind of, I guess, to protect that right, to not let things go back and be able, to get, be in control of ourselves, our bodies.
Do you think that the language might be, as far as war on women, do you feel that that's been made into a partisan issue?
Unfortunately, yes. When you have the same sector making these laws and getting as invasive, yeah, I think it has. But a lot of these men have daughters and wives, and they may not, it doesn't have to be all, financially. They might believe more in the Republican stance, say, but this kind of thing, I think, I hear what you're saying. It has been created into a war in that respect, too. But I think as these issues get more and more personal, more women, I think, are going to start to come out. I kind of get discouraged when you do see some of the signs out there that are political. Yeah, but, like shame on the GOP. I like to get you, there are, moderate Republican women that don't, fiscally Republican, maybe not socially, so, yeah. I'm hoping.
Well, let's see. My name's Rich. I'm from Anchorage, and I came out here today because I had a mom, I had a grandmother, I have a sister, I have female friends, co-workers, and I care about them, I respect them, and I can't believe that we're still fighting this same shit 30 years after I was a kid and remember my mom going through this too.
All right, so what brought you out here today?
I'm fighting for women's rights to keep reproductive freedoms in this country. I fought for them in the 60s. I was part of the sexual revolution, and we must keep our contraceptives and legal and safe and few abortions. I lost a grandmother to an illegal abortion in 1934. My mother almost died in 62 from an illegal abortion, and I almost died from one before Roe versus Wade. I think if we don't stand up, we will lose our rights for our own bodies, and men and women both must stand up because it's a dual promise that we keep to our children and our children's children to keep it safe, legal, and available.
And I am shocked that we are even here having this conversation in this century. I feel as though for every 2 steps forward, we take one back, and I will not stand and let us go back to what we were.
When I first heard about the event of the War on Women coming up, it was from a very inspiring woman, Lenny, that spoke today. And when I was much younger, my very first protest I ever attended was a pro-choice rally. I believe it's up to that person individually to make that decision, not the government, not your neighbor, not anyone else's opinion. It should be up to you and only you. I was actually pregnant at the time when I was at the rally. I chose to continue my pregnancy, but I still want the availability to all women to have the option whether they want to follow through with their pregnancy or not. And that's why it spoke to me.
Let me put this in terms that Republicans can understand. Keep your filthy paws off the ladies. We all deserve the right to have a self-determination over our body. I want that for myself, and I certainly want that for all the women in my life. They're very important people. We need to stand together on this. These are my American sisters, and they're my friends, and they're my family, and we have an obligation to stand up for the same rights that we all want, especially men. Thanks.
This effort at the state level has been designed to keep us busy and keep us occupied worried about things that have already been fought and died for, so that we can't fight for what's really important, which is jobs, energy for the future, the ecology, the crisis on our planet. And we can't even concentrate on that because we're too busy fighting things that should have already been long fought and done and put away.
With this president that has come in, Barack Obama, it seems that the GOP went even further. The Republicans have gone so far to the right on women's issues, health issues, social issues, yes. Awful. Just, it angers me. I never thought that I'd have to be here. I have never never gone in my entire life without birth control. From the time I was a teenager, I had access to birth control. I had access to an abortion. There were women before me who did not, and I carry that for them. And I have 2 daughters, and it's not okay that now my daughters may not be able to have birth control, may not be able to have an abortion, that they can't make a living because the pay is not equal. There's so many issues. So many issues.
I'm just really angry at what's going on in the legislation. I believe it's legislative violence against women. They're not looking at the issues that are important. I believe that all these bills that are going through are just a smokescreen to not look at the real issues, which are economy, jobs, violence against women. But they seem to want to just chip away our rights and treat women like they're less than. And enough is enough. We just had it. I believe it's time for us to get off our apathy and kick some attitude.